What is up everyone, my name is Stoody and in today's video we are going to be having a look at what might be the best AFL off-season in history, and that is Richmond's 2016 off-season. Now in 2016 Richmond had a very poor season, finishing 13th position on the ladder and even had a 100-point loss against Sydney in the last game of the season. It was a very disappointing season for a team who was expecting to make the top 4 that season. All the supporters were calling for Richmond to sack coach Damien Hardwick and to blow up their list and to start another rebuild. And us supporters were expecting many more years of pain as we had been suffering for 36 years at that point. Richmond decided to stick with Damien Hardwick, to everyone's surprise, although they did sack every single assistant coach except for Ben Rutten. The new assistant coaches that Richmond brought in were Justin Lepage, Blake Caracella and Andrew McQualter, who were all able to do a great job supporting Hardwick, and they came up with their new game plan during that off-season that was based around applying manic pressure to their opponents, which caused them to get most of their scores off of turnovers. Richmond also brought in Neil Baum as the general manager, which turned out to be a genius move, as he was able to make a lot of smart decisions, which caused Richmond's massive turnaround. Richmond were very active in the 2016 AFL trade period. Now they did trade away Brett Delidio, who was one of their star players at the time, to the GWS Giants. They received Geelong's future first round pick and the GWS Giants' third round pick in exchange. Richmond ended up trading that future third round pick the next off-season to Geelong, and Geelong's first round selection ended up being pick 17, where Richmond selected Jack Higgins. Now we do know that Jack Higgins did end up being a bust and now plays for St Kilda. This was probably the only trade that was questionable whether Richmond won it or not, but Brett Delidio did become very injury prone and made very little impact for GWS. Richmond probably cleared a lot of cap space, which allowed them to get a few more players that really helped them in 2017. The other player Richmond lost in this trade period was Ty Vickery. Now Ty Vickery was originally a high first round pick and was a key forward. Before the Riewoldt-Lynch combo, the key forwards were Riewoldt and Vickery, with Griffiths as the backup. Now Vickery did have a good 2015 season, which included a very dominant performance against Collingwood, but other than that, he was a massive spud. And all Richmond supporters had been baying Richmond to get rid of Vickery for many years. In the 2016 off-season, this finally happened, and Hawthorn ended up signing Ty Vickery as a free agent. Now Richmond received pick number 29 as compensation for losing Ty Vickery. Now this turned out to be absolutely amazing, because with this pick in the 2016 AFL off-season, Richmond would select none other than Shea Bolton. That's right, we lose a spudding Vickery and we draft a future superstar in Shea Bolton for an absolute steal for pick 29. Shea Bolton didn't end up playing in the 2017 premiership, however he's a 2-time premiership player as he played in the 2019 and 2020 premierships. Richmond traded in Dion Prestia from the Gold Coast Suns, where Richmond gave away pick number 6 and their future first round selection, but they did receive pick 24 from the Gold Coast Suns. Richmond had to give up a lot to get Prestia, but Prestia has been a huge part of Richmond's 3 premierships. Now don't forget the pick 24 Gold Coast gave to Richmond, because Richmond would go on to use this pick in another trade. Richmond received Josh Caddy and pick 53 from Geelong in exchange for pick 24 and pick 64. Josh Caddy would be a huge part in Richmond's success, as Richmond only had one key forward in Jack Riewoldt after Ben Griffiths retired in early 2017 due to concussions. Caddy was then used as another marking target up forward. Now this pick 53 they received from Geelong. Don't underestimate this. Do you want to know who Richmond picked with pick number 53 in the 2016 AFL draft? That's right, none other than Jack Graham, who would go on to kick 3 goals in the 2017 AFL Grand Final in just his 5th game. He also played in the 2020 AFL Grand Final, making him a 2-time premiership player. He is also a potential future captain of the Richmond Football Club. One more trade Richmond made was due to the fact they needed a ruckman. Ivan Marriage had regressed terribly, and Sean Hansen was a spud and just simply didn't cut it. There was a bloke named Toby Nankervis who played for Sydney but was struggling to get games for them. Richmond said, "We could use a guy like him," and gave up pick number 46 in a trade for Toby Nankervis. That's right, Richmond only gave away pick number 46 for someone who had become a 3-time premiership ruckman. Not only that, he's now one of the co-captains for the Richmond Football Club. So let's have a look at what Richmond received overall. They received Dion Prestia, Josh Caddy, Toby Nankervis, Shea Bolton, and Jack Graham. They got rid of Ty Vickery and Brett Delidio, who practically did nothing for their new clubs. What an unbelievable off-season, which set up 3 premierships in the next 4 years for the club. They decided to stick with Damien Hardwick, and it paid off big time as it caused a dynasty. This just goes to show that from any position, if a club can make great decisions just like Richmond did here in just one off-season, it can go a long way to completely turning a team's fortunes around. But anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more epic content like this. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button and leave a like on this video. Also, I have Instagram. I am quite active on it these days. It is called Stoody YT, so be sure to follow that. Link to that will also be in the description. I hope you've had a good day, and I'll see you all in the next video.